In the days that follow, the press, as you've all been keeping track of it, has been very negative towards the NALEU. You've all followed Captain Park's orders. You're all just staying quiet, laying low. Make sure you don't stir any more pots than necessary. After about a week or so, you do receive an email from Captain Park saying that you are required to attend tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp.
An email?
An email, yes.
Not a phone call?
I mean, it could be a phone call if you really want it.
Could it be a smoke signal?
Did she send a runner?
You know what? Fuck it. She sent you carrier pigeons.
she sent you singing Candygram to let you know you have to come to work tomorrow.
All right. Well, I will. I'll be in the precinct at 7:50, but I'm not going to be visible in my chair until 8 o'clock exactly.
So you're literally just hovering above your chair, basically, or in your chair, just invisible.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Theo shows up to work at 7:55 and thinks he's the first one there.
Oh, how wrong he is. At 8 o'clock, I appear on Theo's desk in a sexy pose.
Hello there.
I got up at 7:58. I had time to shower and shave and eat.
Livewire shows up and papers just fly off everyone's desks.
It becomes a running gag every time we cut to the police station. Everyone just has more paperweights.
As people start filing in for work, everyone kind of keeps on giving you kind of like sidelong glances of, oh, they're here again. Like, are they supposed to be here? Are they not? And you can tell that there's kind of an uneasy vibe in the workplace at your presence right now. And a couple minutes later, Captain Park comes down from her office and just, NALEU, upstairs, please. As you all head up the stairs to the conference room where you all first met, Captain Park sits at the head of the table, folds her hands, and just, the damage control was mostly successful. However, public opinion of you has degraded substantially. And until then, you'll be placed on smaller tasks to try and help build up the public opinion of you again. Charity work, showing up at a few public events, things of those nature. Is this understood?
It is understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, the second thing I have is a letter that has been addressed to the NALEU. From the desk of Dr. Rashid Integra, President and CEO of the Integra Corporation. Dear Captain Park, it is with a heavy heart that I write to you this letter of Beacon's resignation from the Newburg Advanced Law Enforcement Unit, effective immediately. As Beacon's designer and creator and head of his development, it is my responsibility to inform you that as of right now, I do not currently know where Beacon is, and attempts for me to reach him have thus far been unsuccessful. And with that, Dr. Park calmly folds up the letter. And so, unfortunately, we're now down to a team of 3, so we'll have to see what we can do about this. Now, are there any other questions? Silence? No? Nothing else?
More seething than silent at this point.
Well, if that's all, good day. Get to work. I will tell you which events your attendance will be necessary at. And with that, Captain Park stands up and walks out of the room. So over the next few days, it's just more like public outreach events. Like you attend a parade, you go to a charity event that's being held in one of the town halls. Things of that nature.
What kind of reception do we get at these events?
There's still a lot of skeptics out there and a lot of people that are still
like
upset.
2 bars. Good reception.
Ha!
It'd be funny if you're talking about carrier pigeons.
It's like my pitch is not getting anything out here.
Some people are aware that this is really all just a publicity stunt and that this is just damage control. The city has already kind of made their stance firm that they do want the NALEU, so there are some people that, while they were originally upset with you, they're now incredibly against you, and everyone's perception has shifted basically more towards the negative. Overall, though, it's a very quiet, very boring few days. But then suddenly,
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, you guys are at work. You're all just kind of killing time,
Responding to hate mail.
responding to hate mail. One of them actually causes you to pause and wonder how that would even fit in there. And then as you scroll down, you see there's actually a diagram.
My response is no you.
Right back. Come at me, scrub lord. I'm jacked.
Suddenly, you notice like your keyboard and your mouse aren't responding to you.
My shit's frozen again.
Who's the tech support here? Who's our...
But then all of a sudden, you see like all your mouses, cursors. Sorry, that's the word. All your cursors open up a Word document and just hello NALEU.
I immediately Control-Alt-Delete it.
And I'm guessing you lock your computer.
I mean, I try to close the program first.
As you try to move your mouse, you notice it's not responding to your motions anymore.
Do we talk to it? I don't know. My computer's fucking haunted. I'm not going near that shit.
Caleb, call tech support.
The next line pops up just, how are you today? I hope this letter finds you well. I've been reading up on you. All those nasty things the press has said about you. It's so unfortunate. After all you did was kill one person. Just think of how bad it would be if the NALEU was somehow attributed to a couple hundred deaths. Just think what would happen if those heroes couldn't get there fast enough in time to stop the explosive devices that are planted around the city. Your keyboards are currently active. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Livewire, start running around the city looking for bombs.
All right. But first, get Caleb on this sarcastic ghost haunting my computer, because shit.
Caleb, call the Ghostbusters.
What's their number? It's not one of the ones I have listed at my desk.
I've actually seen that movie. 1-800-555-2368.
I was gonna say, I think they had a phone number in the movie, but I don't remember. If that's the real one, then damn, that's good job.
And then I'm going to take off around the city. I don't know what I'm looking for exactly.
Where are the bombs?
Oh, it's no fun if I just tell you where they are.
That's sort of the point.
Well, you see, times have changed a lot in the last few years, and I've always wondered, where can you get a wonderful view of the past? That's your first bomb.
Oof. Ghost Riddler now, huh? Actually, I'm not here.
You're just doing laps of the city.
Oh shit, did you take your pigeon with you?
Yeah, so you guys have the communicators. We just kept on retconning it back to more obsolete forms of messaging.
The pigeon thing's a gag, okay? like just to get that straight on. The pigeon thing was a gag. So the message said, get a wonderful view of the past.
Sounds like a museum to me.
I was gonna say, it sounds like museum.
Come on, gang.
Let's Google all the museums in the city, I guess.
I'll stand up and shout like, is anybody's computer working? Anybody have a working computer or other electronic device?
And you see everyone just kind of give you a weird look, and just Caleb was like, yes.
I'll track down Chalmers' desk and steal his computer.
Detective Chalmers is just like, what are you doing? Don't you have your own computer?
It's an emergency.
No, sure. When you need to do it, it's an emergency. When
I close all his porn windows and I try to pull up Google.
So you get 3 hits for the Newburg Museum, or the top 3 are the Newburg Art Museum, the Newburg Natural History Museum, and the Newburg Science Museum.
I like how none of us have any sort of knowledge check capable of fucking figuring this shit out just offhand.
Could you do the same in your own city, Adam? Would you have to Google it?
So what were the museums again? An art museum?
Natural history and science. Natural history is going to be the one.
I was going to say, I get on my communicator and I say, Mr. Wire, go check out the Natural History Museum, and I give him the address.
Theo, you know his name isn't actually Live Wire, right?
Just like, Mr. Wire was my father. Actually,
it's just a character tick.
Sure, he's Mr. Wire. I'm just Aldemar to you.
I call you Mr. Bane.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Wire, as you approach the Natural History Museum, you do, I'll have you make a perception check to search around for the explosive device.
all right. 19.
So as you're searching the museum, you do notice something actually on one of the feet of the replica dinosaur skeletons that they have.
What kind of dinosaur?
Montosaurus.
Oh, all right. Big room.
Yeah.
Guys, I think I found it.
So as you look at the device on the foot, it's making a slight beeping sound, but it's not in sync with a timer of sorts. It's just kind of a soft little bing, bing, bing. And you don't see any wires, you don't see batteries. It just kind of looks almost like a beacon of some sort.
Did you say a beacon?
It's a tiny robotic figurine. Cool.
Oh no, Beacon's gone dark.
That was a very poor choice of words.
Shrunk Beacon! I'm going to relay this to the team, obviously. By the way, guys, here's what it looks like. If anybody wants to tell me how to defuse a bomb.
I'm also going to go to the museum.
I was going to say, you head out. We can cover more ground here. I'll stay here and keep you in the loop.
Beyond that, I want to keep people away from it and just be like, yeah, warning people away, going, look, there's a beeping thing. We're not sure what it is. Please stay back. And if people don't, I'm just going to run circles around it so they can't get past me.
So a couple of people are kind of like, the hell's going on here?
Is there a museum security around anywhere? I could maybe fly down and be like, hey, what's that?
The security at this point is also kind of giving you like a, what the hell are you doing type thing.
I go up to one of them and be like, hey, there's something on the foot of that Brontosaurus.
Yeah, it's called dust. The janitors suck here.
Yeah, it's beeping, dumbass.
Some kid threw their toy in there. We'll fish it out tomorrow.
Sure, dude. All right. Security's no help.
Meanwhile, back at the precinct, Dr. Asclepius, as you're kind of hovering between two computers, you do see a message come through on yours. Think you might have cracked my riddle already. Tell me, have they seen the device there?
I type in, your trick didn't work, we found the bomb.
That's adorable. You think I'd only plant one?
He did say multiple bombs the first time he said something.
I ashamedly type in yes.
No caps, no punctuation.
Yeah, all lowercase. ...
This is so sad. Is this a sign of the times?
What's the newspaper of Newburg called?
Times?
The Newburg Times?
It's called the Sign of the Times.
Newburg sign. Newburg Times sign?
Oh, there's two. The Sign and the Times.
Oh, no!
There you go. That makes it tricky. You're welcome, Scott.
I'm gonna assume we're all conferring over the communication devices. So I'm gonna look up the newspapers, see if there's anything that stands out to me.
So the first one that pops up is the Newburg Gazette.
What's the next one?
The next one is the Daily Chronicle.
Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling.
And the only other major newspaper that's in Newburg is called just simply the Newburg Press.
Well, I'll relay my search results to the team. Though I sound very doubtful about it. It's like we got the Gazette, the Chronicle, and what was the third one?
The Newburg Press.
Could you make an acronym out of it? Times? Sign?
My gut says the Daily Chronicle.
I'm thinking it's completely unrelated.
Yeah, that too. None of these really stand out.
This first one was pretty obvious.
Maybe it's something to do with clocks?
I mean, Chronicle, the first 5 letters would be from...
Yeah, that's why I said that was the one that stood out to me.
I could check that one out, I guess.
All right, I'll give you the address. And then as a secondary thing, I'm going to call the bomb squad. I'm going to alert them to the situation, fill them in as well.
Man, our pigeon budget must be really high.
It all goes to pigeons and coffee beans, man.
I told you, I bring my coffee beans from home.
All of a sudden, there's like this flurry of movement because everyone now has a bomb alert message. So everyone in the precinct is mobilizing to ensure public safety.
Can we backtrack a second?
Yes, of course.
I'm fast. I wanted to know how close was Aldemar to being to the
Chronicle.
Well, he was heading for the museum.
I was heading for the museum. And I have to switch to the Chronicle, yeah.
And I would have interrupted you to say, I'm probably faster, which I probably am. You keep coming here because you can stand next to a bomb without dying. I can get to the other one as fast as possible to see if it's there or not.
Yeah, how close am I to the Natural History Museum?
By the time you get the message, you're probably still like halfway there. So you can easily still keep on tracking over there, and Livewire will get to the Daily Chronicle in time.
To be fair, Livewire could get to the Daily Chronicle faster, but that would also leave the bomb unattended while he left, and Aldemar was still trying to get there.
That's why I asked how Aldemar was. If Aldemar wasn't going to be there in the next 5-10 minutes, then it's not worth it. But that's why I asked this question at the beginning.
He'll be there in the next couple minutes, probably.
I could still probably wait for him to get there and then leave, and I'd still be faster.
Yeah.
But I could get in. I mean, a newspaper, a press is private property. Like public can't just walk in. So
I
you
don't
walking
When
in
have we
there,
let that stop us before?
that's true.
I don't walk. I book it faster than the human eye. Well,
I could get in there and search
Just
for
one
a
of you
bomb.
go already!
Fucking all go. I'm going to the Chronicle.
all right.
Okay. Aldemar quickly turns around and heads on off towards the Daily Chronicle. I'll have you make a perception check to start searching.
37.
Holy cramoly. So you do spot it. It's actually hidden on one of the legs of the printing press.
Okay. Is there a fire alarm?
I'm guessing with a 37 still, because you're searching the whole building, you do know where the closest fire alarm is.
I activate the fire alarm.
You do see the employees, they kind of just follow their proper procedure, and they all start moving their way towards the exit.
I do have to be tangible while I pull the fire alarm, so I am just some random dude apparently just standing in the newspaper press. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna contact the precinct anyway, and be like, yeah, I've found another bomb at the Chronicle.
So as you're waiting outside Aldemar, you do hear a few sirens approaching the building. And Livewire, you hear sirens approaching the Natural History Museum as well.
Cool.
I'm gonna contact Dr. Asclepius. What's the next target?
I type into the document, try to make the next one a challenge.
Ooh, someone's getting penisy.
Well, you're confident. I like it. Keep in mind, too, you're still on a time limit. Now, you claim to be a shining example of justice. I don't believe you.
Courthouse.
It's a good call. Has the bomb squad arrived at either of us yet, then?
Yeah, they do get to Livewire first. They're getting ready.
I'm gonna take off for the courthouse then. I do know where it is. I would definitely.
You
know
do,
where it is.
actually, yes.
And as
I'm
I
assuming
do,
we only have one of those.
and as I run past the security guard who gave me lip, I'm just gonna slow down and just give him the finger the whole way by as the bomb squad people are going by.
Just zip right up to him, start walking by, flipping him off. Like
Exactly.
5 feet, and then blast off again.
He does look very embarrassed and sheepish as you give him the finger and then take off.
You should. That's all. That's all I wanted. To the courthouse.
Yeah, so you make your way to the courthouse in about a minute and a half.
Making my way downtown.
I'll have you make another perception check.
Ooh, buddy. It probably ain't gonna be as good as my last one. Even. 24.
And you're noticing that you're not seeing anything on the ground level, so you start kind of slowly tilting your head up a little bit more. And just as you're coming around the corner back to the front of the building, you see something discolored on the back of the head of the statue that they have out front.
Does it look like the thing from the Natural History Museum?
It does look similar, but you can't be 100% sure. You do think you hear the slight beeping sound.
All right. Well, yeah, definitely radio back to the precinct. I think I've got the other one. Bomb squad, get on that shit. Start squatting this bomb. Get that squad all up in there, squad.
Great. Now squad sounds weird to me. Thanks, Tyson.
No problem, squad.
You radio back, and Caleb starts relaying all the messages out again. But then you do hear Caleb does get a radio back, and Theo, you hear this as well. Just we're getting kind of stretched thin here. I'm not sure how much longer we can keep jostling people around.
I feel like we're covering a lot of ground in the entire city, like outside of just our precinct. Like there must be more than one precinct with a bomb squad in the entire city.
And you just kind of hear Caleb jumping on the messenger. Hey guys, we haven't actually told any of the precincts yet what's going on. It's just us right now.
Tell the other precincts.
It's a bomb threat. We need to take this seriously.
Oh, okay, you can do that without yelling into my earpiece.
Important.
Sorry, I'll do that now.
Don't make me summon you to this friggin' newspaper. There's a bomb here. I'll do it.
Please,
Caleb, I'm sorry I yelled at you.
I'm sorry. I should. It might be the concussion talking.
I would apologize for that too, but that one wasn't my fault.
I guess I'll do something about it.
Do I look like a doctor?
Yes! That's exactly what you look like. Your name is Dr. Theo Asclepius. I know more that you're a doctor than what Theo is short for. It could be Theodore. It could just be Theo. I'm not sure, but I do know you're a doctor.
Well, you
Maybe
never
it's not
asked.
a medical doctor.
You showed an interest.
Never ask anything about me.
Well, okay. After we solve the bomb threat, let's go have coffee.
Fine. Yes, absolutely. Great. Yeah, I like coffee.
Caleb, if you'd please alert the other precincts and see if we can get any more men or women on this mission.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just crying a little bit right now. That was beautiful.
So third bomb's taken care of, or will be soon. All right, I type into the document, yawn.
You sound so cocky. Really, who's in control here? The puppet or the puppeteer?
Man, you said we sound cocky?
I want you to know I'm mentally reading all your messages in a really stupid voice.
You sound like Barney to me right now. It's great.
You sound really cocky. Who's in charge here? The puppet or the puppeteer?
It's like,
Yeah, the puppet or the puppeteer. I feel like asking to look up a puppet shop is going to be too on the nose for this.
Ooh, a saucy puppet show? No, it's the National Marionette Museum.
That wasn't one of the search results.
Is there like somebody on a street corner, like medieval times, doing puppet shows for kids?
I was going to guess a theater, a performing arts center.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to try and search up then, or where would you like to send Aldemar and Livewire?
Ooh, that's a lot of power in my hands. Okay, what do I find when I look up like theater?
So you do get the old Newburg Theater, and you get the Newburg Performing Arts Center.
I dispatch Aldemar to one and Livewire to the other.
Which one's further away? Because I'm on it.
The old Newburg Theater is farther away from both of your positions right now.
All right, I'm on that one then.
All right, but I tell him last, because I tell Aldemar first, and if anyone makes a deal out of it, I'd say it's alphabetical order, but secretly I just like Aldemar better than Livewire.
This makes me feel good.
I assume because he takes longer to get there, so he needs to head start.
So, Livewire, even though it's further away, you get there first. And make a perception check.
20.
You don't discern anything. Actually, Adam, you can make your rolls now as well.
Neat. 25.
You guys do not see anything at either of your sites.
Shit.
All right, I'm starting to think it's not here.
Oh, geez. I text Livewire. Go to the precinct.
Sure, I'm on it. I'll run to the precinct.
Because right now, Livewire and I are the puppets, and Theo's the puppeteer.
Ooh,
Oh.
good one.
Okay, so you head to the precinct.
Yeah, specifically, I'd want to check around his desk and him first. But
You don't see anything.
no,
You
18.
want to frisk me? You want to frisk me down?
No.
You do hear a faint beeping sound, but it's not coming from Dr. Asclepius.
Where is it coming from? That's the important part.
It's coming from upstairs in the precinct.
Well, I'm gonna go up there and see if I can find shit.
I'll follow, but obviously not as fast. I'm trusting his instincts right now.
26 on a nat
Oh,
20.
dang. You do hear the beeping coming from one of the storage rooms, actually, very faintly.
All right, well, I'm gonna wave Doc over here.
I'll go over there.
There's something beeping in here.
What room is this?
It's just a storage room, so you see like a couple computers sitting on a desk. You see some boxes of papers.
All right, I start searching the room desperately.
Okay, so as you're searching the room, you do hear the beeping get louder as you approach one of the boxes.
I open the box.
You see a small device, once again, just kind of lightly flashing.
I close the box. And then I look at Livewire and say, get everyone out of the building.
Is there a fire alarm nearby?
You do see a fire alarm in the hallway.
Worked for Aldemar. I'm gonna pull it.
All right, as you head back to your computer, Dr. Asclepius.
Yes, I just leave the bomb up there.
At least it's contained in the storage room.
Bomb squad will get it.
Stack some things around it a little bit more just in case.
As I leave, I turn on my force field.
Fair enough. So you have your force field on. You head back to your computer. You see one last string of messages come up. Looks like I've almost been beaten. Although it's kind of sad though, because I'm much smarter than you. In fact, you could say my intellect towers above yours.
Oh boy, what's the tallest building in the city?
Integra Tower, right? I tell both Livewire and Aldemar, Integra Tower, go.
On it. Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom, that's the sound of me running fast.
I suppose I will also go and be starting from the top.
Oh yeah, you can fly.
I probably can't get into there exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Without
big.
setting off an alarm or all of them.
So as you approach from the top, you do see sort of like a little balcony area that, as you approach, just seems to look into almost like a professor's office type deal. There's lots of books and papers. There's accolades everywhere, pictures, and a small little kitchenette in there as well.
If I could interject something, after I tell them to go to Integra Tower, it occurs to me, wait, maybe we've been doing this the wrong way. And then I call Integra Enterprises and let them know there's a bomb threat and we were sending the police.
Doc has it handled.
So after you tell them that, and you see a guard run in and just pull the fire alarm right by the door.
Finally, I'm saving the day today.
Yeah.
Fire safety, super important shit, people.
People think there's a fire. They're less likely to panic than if they think there's a bomb, right?
PSA, everybody, go check the batteries in your smoke detector. Make sure it works.
Interestingly enough, actually, no one's ever really seen some of the technology that the Integra Corporation actually has for this, but you actually see from some of the windows, they just open up and you see an escalator descend down onto the street level.
Jeez. From how high up? Because this is a pretty big building, I'm assuming.
Well, that goes up for about the first 20 floors. Everything
Yeah,
after that actually seems to be like, you actually see like pods kind of roll out and then gently float down, like with jet power, essentially. So basically the entire building is emptied in the first like 20 seconds of the fire alarm being pulled.
Wow, that's really efficient.
Jeez.
We're all impressed. We stand around you guys.
How tall is this building again?
It's one of the tallest, so I'm guessing it's at least 100 stories tall.
Jesus. 20 seconds and everyone's out. Fuck's sake.
Well, I mean,
Someone's getting the bends. I'm sorry.
the pressure. Oh, the pods are pressurized too.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Don't get on the airplane immediately after leaving the building.
Yeah, Jesus.
As you're waiting by your computer, Dr. Sleepiest, you see just a note. Oh no, you found them all. What a shame.
Quick, to the mall.
Well, stay in touch. It's been very fun though playing with you. So long. And before the word processing program closes, you see a Queen of Spades flash up on your screen and then disappear. As per the discussion that Aldemar and Doc had previously, they decided that, on a Saturday where both of them had the day off, that they'd actually have their coffee date. They settled on a quiet little cafe bistro on the downtown strip. Which one of you would most likely arrive first?
Doc is the kind of guy who always gets where he's going like 5 minutes early.
I'd probably be there about 12:56.
Ooh.
Traffic.
You're affected by traffic, but I'm not when you can fly?
I walked.
I feel like I'm already painted as the asshole here right off the bat.
In any event, both of you arrive and...
Hello?
Good day.
How's your weekend been?
I can't complain, I guess. City's not what I'm used to.
Are we seated at this point, or should we get a table?
I think you should probably grab a table at this point. Hi, welcome to the Meaty Sandwich. My name is Chelsea. How can I help you today?
Really? You're gonna go with Chelsea?
Yes.
Alright. I mean, I'm just not a fan of the name, that's all.
How about Monica?
Monica? Okay. Hi, welcome to the Meaty Sandwich. My name is Monica. How can I help you today?
Oh, no, not Monica. Not Monica.
No too many Monica.
What about Crystal?
Chelsea's fine. Just fucking with you.
How can I help you today?
Table for two?
Alright then, so if you'll follow me, she grabs a couple menus and leads you through the restaurant. It's a little bit busy, a couple people still filtering in and out for lunch, but there's definitely a few open spots, and she gives you a table right by the window, and here you are. And I'll be right back in a minute to take some of your orders, okay? And she kind of scurries off again.
You ever been here?
No, I haven't. Came highly recommended, though.
It's a little out of the way for me, to be honest. But, well, as well, just try it.
Never hurts to try something new.
Yeah, well, it might hurt. I guess that's why people don't try new things very often.
Well, that's what doctors are for.
It's true. How did you decide to get into being a doctor? I'm assuming you're a medical doctor and not doctor of philosophy or something.
Oh, yes, I was actually a surgeon for several years before I became, my current line of work. Well, don't really have much of a story behind it. It just seemed like the best thing in life I could shoot for,
Oh, that's admirable. Certainly.
What about you? How did you become a whatever it is that you do for a living?
I've done a few jobs. I guess my first jobs were construction and masonry mostly. But I mean, other than what clearly makes me special and or inhuman, there's really nothing interesting about me. I'm really just a guy that got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Is that how you came by your unique abilities?
Yeah. It's
Hi. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll wait. Sorry. Did you want me to come back in a couple more minutes then?
no. I think we're ready to order. Do you like a Reuben?
I'll just have a Caesar salad.
Okay, so that's 1 Caesar salad and 1 Reuben. And is there anything for you two to drink there?
Actually, maybe not Reuben for now. But do you do
Okay.
Mocha Brev?
Mocha brev? Yep, we can do a mocha brev.
All right, thank you very much.
Make it 2.
2 mocha brevs? Alrighty then, and I'll be right back with those.
You much of a coffee drinker?
Every morning, whether I need it or not.
Oh, fair enough. I have to ask. I mean, you were a surgeon and you made an armored suit to heal other people. How do you know an engineer? Are you an engineer, or how's that come to pass?
Oh, I had friends in university who were, in the engineering line of work, and I just picked up tinkering as a sort of hobby, you might say.
And I'm to being a crime fighter of sorts then.
Well, that's a rather different story.
I have time for stories.
Well, when I was growing up, my father always impounded in me the importance of responsibility, taking responsibility for your actions, being liable for your own actions. And that was always very important to me as a young man. And then during my years in university, I just remember it seemed day after day seeing reports on the news about people with superpowers and abilities just destroying the city day after day. Whether they were good or evil, it just seemed I just saw the wreckage that they left in their wake, and nobody held them accountable for it. I didn't see anyone standing up and saying something. And one day I just thought to myself, I can either sit here and be mad about it, or I can stand up and do something about it. And this was my way of standing up, you might say.
By becoming what you hate?
I am not a superhero. I am strictly here to help people. I don't engage in fisticuffs. I don't create collateral damage. I just help people who are hurt.
Well, that's fair. Oh, I suppose anybody can say they're not a superhero for one reason or another. You are, in fact, though, certainly a hero doing what you do.
I wish people would stop saying that.
Whether or not you want it to be true doesn't mean it will or won't be. I've been around long enough. I've seen people doing the good things and the bad things, and almost unanimously, whenever they engage in what you do, they're going to be called a hero.
What about you? What's your story, Mr. Bain?
Well, how old did I tell you I was?
I seem to recall 600 was the figure.
600? Okay. Well, you hate superheroes. I hate magic. And so a couple times someone, I think it was Beacon, asked if I knew or understood magic, and the simple fact of it is no, because I'm a victim of magic, really. I watched my family killed by magic, and, well, I was killed by magic too. And I'm sort of cursed by two different forms of magic to be what I am now.
I feel like there's a lot there you're not telling me. I feel like a chapter or two of that story was left out.
Oh, it's more, took paragraphs from a couple different chapters, I suppose. Where would you like me to start, I guess?
Oh, how about the beginning?
I can give you the shorthand version, I suppose.
All right, but don't skimp on the important parts.
All right. So the important parts are my brother and one of his childhood friends were both magicians or wizards. My brother practiced life magic, and his friend practiced elemental magic. But his friend went off the deep end, killed my brother, myself, my brother's wife, and my niece with the 4 different elements. So my brother, he's alive. I don't know. He cast a spell on us to protect us, but we all died anyway. But clearly not permanently. Here I am. So I was killed by air magic. My brother is killed by water magic. I assume when I came to, there was a very large puddle, but after 2 months of waiting, he didn't reconstitute. Maybe he's alive, maybe he's not. I'm not sure. His wife was turned to stone, and his daughter was incinerated. But all evidence points to they could still be alive, just trapped in whatever form they've taken. That was almost 6,000 years ago.
That's a very, very long time.
It's given me some time for reflection, certainly. I've done masonry and carpentry, as I said, on works that have and have not stood the test of time. I've killed, I've fought, I've ruled, been a slave. I've run the gamut of human experience almost. There's, of course, some things I just can't grasp the concept of. No matter how long I live, technology seems to advance further than my understanding does.
Sounds like a very hard life you've had.
I wouldn't call it that. I would just call it a long life.
Sorry about the wait there, guys. So we have 2 mocha brevs and the Caesar salad. Is there anything else I can help you out with?
That's all I need.
I believe we are good for now.
All right, perfect. If you need anything else, just let me know and I'll come right over, okay?
Well, thank you.
What was your name again?
Chelsea.
I could have sworn it was Monica. Oh, sorry for the confusion.
Oh, don't worry. It's fine. I'll chat to you guys in a minute then, as she wanders off again.
I'm gonna sip my coffee.
Should I get an actual salad so I can do some like real eating sounds into the microphone?
Please do not.
So you're really 6,000 years old, or rather over 6,000, since you had to be of some age when you were afflicted in the first place.
I'm somewhere around 6,000 years old now, yes.
Have you experienced any sort of further complications from this over the course of your life?
Not so much. Anybody who's, I outlive most people. So anybody who's sought to undo me or, just in general make my eternity difficult, I don't have to worry about them for too terribly long. I mean, in the grand scheme, anyway.
I realize this is sort of an intrusive question, but would you be willing, not immediately, but some point in the future, would you be willing to undergo a medical examination? I'd be really quite fascinated to see the effects of 6,000 years of life on a human body.
I can guarantee you there's been no change to my body in 6,000 years.
Well, I haven't looked at it in 6,000 years, have I?
No, but you wouldn't be the first. I hold out my wrist towards Theo. Feel that?
I feel it.
There's no pulse.
You have no pulse.
That is a side effect of being dead. My heart hasn't beat in 6,000 years. My blood dried up. My functions don't. I don't breathe. I don't digest food. Mostly anything that comes into my being becomes it, and then unbecomes it, I suppose.
I see.
The most you could understand from me is what a cadaver would have looked like 6,000 years ago.
I apologize. I hope I wasn't too forward or impolite in my request.
Of course not. I just hate to see a man of your talents and knowledge waste your time in order to gain nothing.
If I may ask you another personal question.
Of course.
What keeps you going for 6,000 years? What drives you forward?
I suppose simply the knowledge that there's nothing that can stop me. Nothing I know of. There's there comes a point, I think, in whenever someone no longer ages, that they grow tired, they become reckless, they become more and more dangerous to themselves and those around you, and an attempt to garner some sort of excitement for themselves, and maybe that becomes their undoing. And for me, it did at least 7 times. And still, I bounce back. I have never found anything that can keep me down.
My God, have you met anyone else with a condition like your own?
No one. The only person I could possibly think of would be my brother, but I've never found him. I've spent centuries trying to. Anywhere I heard a rumor of something supernatural, I'd investigate it, whether it's somebody healing miraculously or whether it's some change in the behavior of water. But nothing.
This is a good salad, by the way. Do you want to try some?
No, thank you. I've had many a Caesar salad in my time. I'm sure you understand. Your healing foam? Suppose it is.
Yep.
I assume you have friends in chemistry from university as well.
Oh, I had a minor or two at university other than medical science.
And what did you study then?
Well, chemistry for one. Just I like I said, I dabbled.
So I've never seen you. Well, I mean, I guess I've never seen you get hurt either. But I've never seen you use your foam on yourself or your possessions.
Well, the reason for that is I've actually developed an allergy to my own concoction.
Ew.
Yes, it's rather unpleasant.
Is it deathly or?
I'd rather not find out, but it is extraordinarily uncomfortable for a good long while.
Well, that's understandable that you would avoid it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be allergic to peanuts.
Used to? Oh, until...
Can't have allergies if your body doesn't function.
I suppose that's true. So everyone else involved in the incident, your brother, your niece, your brother's wife, you haven't seen them at all?
Well, I've seen them, I assume. There's it's difficult. I mean, I can't find my brother. I've visited the site where everything happens, but it's long since been, I suppose, pillaged. It's not the right word, but I guess excavated almost. They have found my brother's wife. They think she's a statue, and she's on tour in Europe, actually, going through the museums.
I see.
I suppose it's not a very positive experience in general.
I can't imagine it would be. What about your brother's friend, the one who caused all this unpleasantness?
Like I said, I've killed before. I don't like to, but when I have to. I didn't kill him. He died of old age. I was there, though. I was there to watch him age. Haunt him a little bit.
They do say that the best revenge is a life well lived. I suppose this is sort of an inversion of that.
An unlife well unlived, yes.
Are you all done with your Caesar salad there, sir? Is there anything else that you two would like today, or just the bills? Or bill, together or separate?
Separate. I'm sorry. Fucking lost it there. I'm sorry, the bills are gonna be separate today.
Okay,
Are you sure? I can cover both of it. One check, please. I'll take it.
Oh, are you sure? 1 check, 2 checks?
Just one check, please.
1? Okay.
As she clears the table up for you guys, and I'll be back in just a minute here. And totters away again.
Very kind of you.
I reach out and I take Aldemar's hand, like I put it on top, and it's like, Mr. Bane, I speaking to you today, I've realized that I've rather misjudged you over the course of our interactions with each other. And knowing what you've been through and what you will, for all intents and purposes, continue to be through, with your permission, I'd like to at least try to help you with your condition.
Are you offering to kill me?
I'm offering to help you find a solution one way or another. That sounds sordid. I don't mean it in a sordid manner.
I will consider your offer.
All right, you two, here's
That's
the
a very
bill.
awkward time for you to come into the conversation.
I take my hand away real quick.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I know that sometimes these things can be a little bit rocky. My current fiance and I actually, we both actually, we didn't say yes on the first time either. So, but just a couple more months, a little bit more discussions, and we feel we're ready now. So we're actually getting married next year. So, did you want cash or?
We're actually looking into moving into an apartment together first.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm so happy for you guys. Sorry, so did you want cash or card today?
I'll pay with a card, please.
Alrighty then. So she takes out the machine for it and just kind of taps everything in and passes the device to you.
I'm just gonna give Theo a shit-eating grin across the table the entire time.
I ignore him, and I leave a 20% tip.
As you all are processing everything and kind of getting ready for the next big challenge, a singular figure leans back from their computer monitors and writes a few notes down and just lets out another,